Choosing your dream as a profession won't bore you off, but only if you make it. If you don't make it, then you will be regretting that decision for the rest of your life. When I saw my passion towards cricket was dying, and then I could see that this dream is not gonna be fulfilled. At that time I thought, what is my second best skill set? What am I good at except for like cricket or any other sport? So the first thing that came to my mind was photography. I am Shivam Ghai and I am a cinematographer, photographer, editor, drone operator, clicking photos since I was in like 5th standard. And since then I've been just shooting on phone, on like my small cybershot camera. And slowly it grew into something, but I never realized I have some amount of passion in this. I wanted to come to Bangalore and I wanted to start photography. But then they were like, photography is a hobby, this can't be a career. So all my family sat and then they made me they convinced me this can't be a career option. They were like, we'll get you a DSLR if you do what we want. So they wanted me to do economic honors. I started BA in some DAV college. I got my DSLR and then that whole year I kept trying to convince them. I had a DSLR, I kept showing what I was capable of or what I was doing. They were like, it's good. It was like a normal like on Facebook. And then one day, a person saw me carrying my camera every day and he was like, "Tu photography karta hai?" मैंने कहा हाँ. And then he was like, "मेरा shoot कर देगा, मैं 500 रुपए दूंगा." I had no clue that I was gonna ask him money even if I did his shoot. But then he offered me 500 rupees, so I was like, why not? And then I shot his portfolio, which was my first shoot. He was happy, I was happy, I got the money. And then I told my mom that I made 500 rupees and she got even more pissed. She was like, see, what will you do with 500 rupees? Will you live your life with this? It's very hard for people who are old school to understand creative field or sports field, because they have never been exposed to something like that. So I don't blame my parents. So I had my second semester going on and I stopped. I didn't go for my exam. And then a lot of scenes happened. And then I was like, I want to do the same thing. And we spoke about it last year. And I want to go to Bangalore. I want to do this. Then I came here. So today we are at the Dhobi Ghat, biggest Dhobi Ghat in Bangalore. We are in Malleshwaram and we are gonna have some amazing time here with this amazing camera and a wide lens. One photo can say a lot of story, but that one photo has to be a good photo so that it can tell a lot of stories. I joined ICAD Design and Media College. I joined my college thinking that I will become a photographer after this. The cinematography part of it came when I started watching good movies. When a movie has a meaning, then you get so attached to it that you feel like you also want to do that. You want to make that art. You want to make people see your vision also. A lot of clothes hanging right now, every color basically, a lot of white sheets, and it looks beautiful when a person is coming in the center of the leading lines. And I'm just trying to portray the place, portray the emotion of the Dhobi Ghat here. It looks amazing, it looks brilliant. This is Canon 60 Mark II. अभी तो काफी पुराना हो गया, काफी चीजें टूट गई हैं इसमें. I have maintained it well, but still I think it's pretty rugged right now. But अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा कैमरा है. I started with Canon 700D with 1855 and 55-250. I think everyone starts with that. I've used FX9 also. I've used it with a big ass gimbal like this. It was like a square gimbal and it was so heavy, dude. Like I had to pick up like around 15 kgs for it. Mera dream camera would be FX3 Sony FX3 and Canon R6 Mark II also. Canon because it has the best colors, but FX3, I just love FX3. I've worked with a lot of big athletes in India. Sunil Chhetri, PV Sindhu, Neeraj Chopra, Bengaluru FC, Haryana Steelers, Inspire Institute of Sports with SG, and I have also worked with Rishabh Pant. भाई देखो पता है मेरा फन शूट कौन सा था? एक शूट किया था एथलीट के साथ, पवन सरावत. ही इज लाइक अ कबड्डी चैम्पियन. वो इंडियन टीम में है. ही इज बीन अ कैप्टन ऑल्सो. एंड क्या बंदा है भाई वो. What happened was he was like, I want to take a shot where I'm jogging. I was like, why shouldn't we make it like a running shot? He was like, तू भाग सकता है क्या इतनी तेज मेरे साथ? मैंने कहा ट्राई करते हैं. गिर जाएगा, चोट लग जाएगी. नहीं, ट्राई करते हैं एक बार. तो ही वाज लाइक ठीक है, गिरेगा तो मेरे ऊपर नहीं आने देगा. मैंने कहा आप पे नहीं आएगा. तो फिर आई गेव हिम अ क्यू टू रन एंड देन ही स्टार्टेड रनिंग एंड आई स्टार्टेड रनिंग विद हिम. एंड देन बाय द एंड ऑफ द रन ही वाज सो इम्प्रेस्ड. ही वाज लाइक भाई तू तो मेरे जैसे भाग रहा है. एंड देन दैट शॉट वाज हिज रील. इट्स स्टिल देयर ऑन हिज पेज. इस फील्ड में रहने के बाद स्पोर्ट्स में काम करके इतना अच्छा लगता है, मैं क्या बताऊँ. मतलब अगर छोटा शिवम देखता ना ये सब तो भाई ही वुड हैव बीन ऑन क्लाउड 9. मतलब पागल हो जाता, नाचने लग जाता. इवन दो मैं स्पोर्ट्स में नहीं जा पाया, लेकिन स्पोर्ट्स के साथ रहना, बड़े से बड़े एथलीट्स के साथ काम करना इज नथिंग शॉर्ट ऑफ बीइंग इन स्पोर्ट. This is my house. This is the kitchen. This is the living room. This is the fridge. This is the washing machine. I think it's enough for me because I live alone. It's expensive living in Bangalore, especially if you're living alone. If you're living with someone, then I think you split the rent and it's much easier. But if you're living alone, it's pretty costly. Paying the rent, then electricity bills, water bills. Bills.
कब आया था बैंगलोर?
भाई मैं आया था 2016 में. It's been like 9 years for me. I started off with college, then job, freelance, everything. Best part about living in Bangalore is the weather. People of all cultures here. Delhi has wider roads, good infrastructure, good food, but still I would choose Bangalore any day. I think एक और important part है, if you are living at a place like Bangalore or Mumbai, you get exposed to a lot of people, lot of new opportunities which you won't get in other places if you are in a creative field. So I won't be able to take you for my client shoot, but मैंने अपना shoot plan किया है, तो वो दिखाता हूँ. But उससे पहले let's make some coffee. Living away from your home is something that everyone should do. People stay at home till they are 30 sometimes, and it's so sad. I feel that their character has not been developed. They have not learned the true lessons of life if they have not stayed away from home. Okay, so I think we'll start with the prep. कि क्या कैसे करना है, logistics, references, everything, ideation basically, brainstorming, ideation. So I think first you have to get the idea of what you are trying to show, what you are trying to make, what you are trying to create. Once that idea hits you, then you start looking a visual representation of the same idea. I think I love one of these frames. It's too good. I'll take a screenshot of this. Look at this lighting. This like God light. This is what I was talking about. This is just lovely. Beautiful lighting, beautiful composition. Beautiful backlighting. There's like sun all over. I get goosebumps whenever I listen to this song and look at these frames. It's too good. So I think now we are done with the collecting references, and now what we have to do is organize them and put it down on a board. Mainly it's the references. Then you see what kind of colors you want, what outfits are there, whatever idea you have to plan according to that. You can't rely completely on some reference. And then you finally start looking at locations, like what will be the closest suitable location which is similar to your idea. It won't be exactly the same, but it will be somewhat close. Let's go. धूप देख के रोना आ जाएगा। अभी हमें पता ही नहीं है कहाँ जाना है, क्या करना है। जैसा कि मैंने कहा था, आज हमें मिल जाएगा और हमें कल नंदी हिल्स नहीं जाना पड़ेगा। मेजर थिंग्स दैट यू चेक इज आई थिंक एक्सेसिबिलिटी, जहाँ पे मतलब कोई आके दिक्कत ना करे, कोई तंग ना करे। यहाँ पे आई थिंक देयर इज नो वन, इट्स अ वेरी आइसोलेटेड एरिया, so I think everything should be fine. Okay guys, I think we are ready with the prep. Now we'll get the props and we'll have some food. 190 meters पे एक स्टेशनरी है यहीं पे, वही चल के लाते हैं। आर्टबोर्ड, पेंट, ब्रश। Okay, so we have got some props which were very important and I'll show you. Canvas board, we'll be renting a canvas stand and we'll be painting right now, by the way. Okay, painting is ready, props are ready, model is ready. I think I'm all set. Hopefully it will go well. Fingers crossed. It's tiring, but at the same time, if you're doing something that you love, you don't feel tired. There was a time when I left my previous job, so I was too frustrated. My mental health was dead. Physical health was definitely dead because I was working too much. I was working like 14-15 hours a day and there were no offs. So after that time, I thought I will prioritize my health. 9 बज गया भाई ऑलरेडी, एक ही घंटा बचा है जिम का। जाऊँ क्या? I'll be too tired tomorrow and I will miss gym tomorrow. Let's go. After a long day of a shoot, I still go to the gym. Gym is like my stress buster right now. And I don't care if I'm tired, if I'm dead, if I'm coming and I'm lying down on the bed, I will still go to the gym every day. Because I feel really good when I'm lifting weights, when I'm getting in shape. So it gives you such a good confidence. Sometimes I see other people doing like wonders at the age of 20, 18, 15, and then you feel like, oh, what are you at? But everyone has a different journey. At the same time, you can't beat yourself at every point of time. You have to appreciate things that you have. You have to be grateful for things that you have gotten till now. I don't know if there's another life. What I know is I just have this one life and I have to make the most out of it. सूख गया नहीं। Okay, it's 6:20 right now and we have reached our location. Still pretty dark here. It might take some 30-40 minutes for the sunrise. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a great shoot. बहुत टाइम से, बहुत पुरानी फिश है ये फाइटर है, असली में भी फाइटर है और वैसे भी फाइटर है। वाओ, न्यू हाउस, टेम्परेरी हाउस। Just gonna try out a lot of different styles, new approaches. I don't want to repeat anything from my previous shoots. I always want to like create something new, try something creative. Yeah. Nice, very nice. I need more of these expressions. These are really nice. More quiet, more calm. Usually what people do is They just look at an angle and they are fixed. So I want to try as many angles as possible. Like I'll lie down, I want people jump over me, go over me. I want to take a top down shot. I want to take a reflection shot through things. You just need to expand your creativity. I think you have to think something on the spot, on the go when you are at the shoot location. Whatever, how much ever planning you do, there will be something wrong when you are shooting. Best thing is your presence of mind at that time. I think for this location, I would like to say it's done. I did a project on menstruation when I was in my first year end, 2016-2017, around that time. And I went to Bricket Road. I took like around 10-12 boards with me. I wrote menstruation is not a taboo, happy to bleed, a lot of things like that. And I asked people about their opinions, if they will be okay to hold that board and take a photo with it. It's way before when Padman came out. So many people, I think out of 100, around 80 people rejected. They were laughing, what is this stupid guy doing? They were walking off. And so many people still supported and they took a photo, and I completed my project. I have done that project and I give a huge credit to my teacher, Sharon ma'am from my college. So she always used to tell me that instead of talking, you should do more of actions. हम जा रहे हैं अब हमारी next location पे. अगली लोकेशन पे जाने की तैयारी हो रही है. अंदर कुछ डेड बॉडी होती तो फिर मजा आते. This is Naina. She contacted me at the same time when I wanted someone. Yeah. So it's such a perfect timing that I was looking for a model and she just came in. It was a wonderful collaboration. Thank you.
He has a lot of patience, and I was so late and still he was like patient. Yeah, it's okay, fine, we will manage. The shoot was very good. It was fun, like all those frames that he clicked, it was so nice, and these people were very cooperative.
Okay, so we are done with today's production. It's a wrap. We have completed our shoot. Now I'll see you at the editing table. So I will name a photographer who has inspired me a lot. Her name is Roshni Shah. And I've been following them since a long time, around 10 years. And if you see the storytelling, if you see her work, it's just out of the world. I would hardly find 5 women who I know in my industry, which is like photography, videography, anything related to shooting. Because people think that they can't go to all these places and shoot. I think you should recommend your female colleagues more so that they have enough confidence to tell even more people to come to their field, come to this field. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through this post-production journey today.
नमस्ते बच्चे, सुखी रहो। तो वैसे ही आप काम कर रहे हो तो नहीं मिलाया। शाम को आज सुंदरकांड का पाठ था मंदिर में, हम वहाँ चले गए। तो मैंने कहा चल खाना खा के, क्योंकि आप जिम जाते हो, पता नहीं 6 साढ़े 6 जाते हो।
सैटरडे था जिसलिए मैं काम नहीं कर रहा था आज।
आज काम नहीं किया? फिर
देखो
कहाँ कहीं गए थे बाहर?
So my parents, I don't think they understand what I do, even though I've explained them that this is how my work is like, this is how I shoot, this is what I do. Like if I'm creating my own content, I get questions from my mom like, oh, what will you do with this? What benefit are you getting out of this? So they don't understand. दीवार क्यों दिखा रहे हो? पापा कहाँ है? पापा को दिखाओ.
पापा नहीं दिख रहे?
मम्मी को पता नहीं लगता.
अरे ऐसे तो पापा की तरफ तो कर रही.
नया चश्मा लिया आपने? He hides his emotions way too much, because whenever there's a sensitive topic that comes up, he just changes the topic by saying, let's talk about something else. Or he's like, why are we talking about this? Let's leave it. So it's like, it's a pain point which he would never talk. चलो ठीक है, मैं बाद में करता हूँ.
हाँ हाँ, हुआ बच्चे, ठीक है, टाइम से बेटा खाना वाना टाइम से,
Okay,
छत पे ना लेट जाना.
ओके, नहीं जा रहा. ओके.
टाइम भी जाया करो.
ओके, बाय.
ओके बाय, गॉड ब्लेस यू बेटा.
बाय.
ओके बेटा, गॉड ब्लेस, बाय.
Okay, so I have selected these two pictures. I have chosen this one because it's giving that uncomfortable effect, and we'll try to make the scene black and white except for her, to show that she's the person who's taking away the colors from the frame. Okay, I'm done with all the photos and अभी बहुत देर हो चुकी है, इसलिए हम कल अपलोड करेंगे, and let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Let's go. It's a huge privilege that a person is getting to follow their own dreams, because there are a lot of people who are doing something that they don't like at all because they didn't have any other option. I think people have tried making creative things look very cool, but it doesn't make you money, so it's not cool. But I think no one should lower down or look down on anyone else's profession. Even if a person is doing a corporate job, अगर उसकी मजबूरी है या फिर वो चाह के कर रहा है, we shouldn't look down on them and say that तू ये क्यों कर रहा है. Be it any field, corporate या फिर creative या फिर anything, because they are doing what they can do at the moment, and they are providing for themselves or their family or anyone. They are working at least. Okay, I have posted this now and put every possible effort that was possible for this. I went for the recce of the location. I did the pre-production. I did the planning for this with the model. Then I have curated all the props for this. Then I have done the shoot. I have driven the car for 100-200 kilometers. And now I have edited and posted this finally. And now it just depends on the audience how they react to it. I have done everything which was under my control, but अब जो भी अच्छा होगा या बुरा होगा, that is on them. So far so good. See you. I have seen failure a lot of times, so I'm not scared of failure. I think the main thing is I just have to keep believing in myself, keep believing in my efforts. That's the best I can do. I don't have control over the results. So whatever I have control with, I will just do that. Say there are two things. One is I want to be proud of my work, and the other thing is people should see that this is an amazing art. And if I'm proud and they are also seeing that this is a quality work and it matches, that point is called success. I think it's very important if you have a solid goal, a solid aim in your life. That gives your life purpose. And you have to have an aim. What are you going to do next? Once you achieve it, you have to have a different aim. I think you should have a dream till your last breath. Your dreams are something, the end of your journey. The whole journey, you keep looking at that point. That point decides what you are gonna become, because your eyes are always there. Have you seen that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once? So the end point of that movie is nothing matters. Say if I achieve my dream, then what? What if I'm not happy after achieving it? What if I don't feel what I expect right now that I will feel? What if nothing matters?